What's up, boys? Cave Talk episode 47. I just want to talk about why you have to believe. Belief is the key, man. Like, I spoke to someone today and they were saying, oh, is this online business? Like, he said, be very honest. Is this whole online business thing, like, does it actually work? And I was like, yeah, of course it does. But I automatically knew when he asked that question, he had a sense of fear. He came from a place of fear and he came from a place of doubt. Like, does this work? And the truth is, that's not the right place to come from. You need to come from a place of confidence and conviction in yourself, who you are. I will make this work. Even if it's harder than people make it out to be, I will make this work. That's how I started. Because to be completely honest, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. When I was starting an online business, it took me about 1 year, about 8-9 months to really build something which was making consistent income. So for the first 8 months, I was putting in work every single day, but basically seeing no results. So I'll be honest, I was starting to doubt. I was thinking a little bit, is this like a lot harder than people make it out? Does it take 10 years to build? Obviously it doesn't now, I know that. But I was kind of questioning myself. But the key is, I wasn't questioning myself, I was questioning the business. The key is I wasn't questioning myself. I was still continuing because I said to myself, even if it's 10 times harder than everyone else makes it out to be, I'm still going to put in the work and I'm still going to make this work. Because I know that the life where I'm able to travel, I know that the life where I'm able to buy a Rolex at 17, which I've done. I know the life where I'm able to retire my parents, help my sisters, help my brother, help my whole family, retire them all, help them all, and just be able to have full freedom over my own life. I know that's worth all of the pain, all the sacrifice, even if it's 10 times harder. If this whole business game overnight became 10 times harder, online business, I would still be doing it tomorrow. Even if I knew it was 10 times harder, and even if I knew for the next 10 years I was going to make $0, I'd still continue doing it because I know that I'm going to reap the rewards. And I'm telling you for a fact, as someone who's accomplished it, and as someone who hasn't even got a Lamborghini or hasn't even got an extremely expensive car yet, even now I'm starting to see that it was all worth it. I'd do it all over again. In fact, I'd do it all over again even if it was 5 times as hard, even 20 times as hard, because the reward and the life I live now is better than I could have imagined. I genuinely, truly believe that. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to see if this loads. I'm going to show you a vision board which I created when I was flat broke. And I've showed this in a previous video. See if it loads. But I was flat broke when I created this. I had nothing to my name. And now I've achieved everything on the vision board apart from the Lamborghini. Just waiting for it to load. It's on my laptop. But my point is, like, any of you guys, I promise you it's all worth it. I know sometimes there's doubt. I know sometimes there's times when you sit there and you wonder and you think, does this really work? Are they all lying to me? I promise you it works. You just need to stick with it and you just need to, number one, have belief. If you have belief, you'll stick with it long enough to see results. If you don't have belief, you won't stick with it long enough and then your belief will go even down and even worse. Your belief in yourself and the business model will get even worse because you're not seeing results, but that's only because you're half-assing it. So you need to have belief. That's the key. And let me share my, let me show this, hold up. So here you go. This is a vision board I created when I was flat broke. Okay? I hope that focuses. And every single thing on that vision board, apart from the Lamborghini, the white Lamborghini you can see on the bottom, I have. Everything else I have. Every single other thing. Right, the surfing at the top, I'll go through it step by step, just so you guys can see that it all does work, I promise you. The surfing at the top, I'm going to Valencia for 5 weeks this year. In the summer, I'm going 2025 this year. I'm going in, it's dependent, but around June/July, I'm going to Valencia for 5 weeks. I'm going to go surfing, I'm going to be having loads of fun, I'm going to be renting a bike, possibly even an e-bike, and just riding around, having so much fun. I remember when I went there previously with my brother when we were both flat broke. I went there and we could like barely afford, or we had to kind of worry about the price of like things like pain au chocolat. They had some amazing pain au chocolat for some reason. And we went to this beautiful bakery, even the money for the bike, which was cheap now that I look back on it. But even that, we were like, oh, should we put it down? We were like, yeah, let's go for it. But now when I go there, I'm not going to have to look at the price of anything. Do you understand how freeing that is? Apart from if I want to go there and buy a house or something, I'm not going to have to look at anything. The daily things do not matter anymore. Because when you get to a certain point where you make so much daily income, if you spend 50 quid a day, it doesn't matter. 10 quid a day, 20 quid here, 30 quid here. Like today I bought some t-shirts and I went out and I bought something for my girlfriend and I bought something for one of my mates as well. And we also went out and we had dinner with one of my mates actually, which is like a networking sort of event. Like I didn't have to worry about any of it. The next thing, right, is football. It's just a photo of a sunset. That's what I get to do basically whenever I want. I can play football for 2 hours a day for the rest of my life, or for the next at least 3 years, just chilling, doing whatever I want. Another one is a photo of like a plane, right, traveling a lot. I'm going to over 10 countries this year. Skydiving, I haven't done that, but I am going to do it, and I have the funds to do that, obviously. Thailand. That's a photo of like a beautiful beach, but I think it's in Thailand. I'm planning on going to Thailand end of 2025 / start of 2026. Skiing, there's a photo, getting notifications. There's a photo of snowboarding on the top. I'm not actually going snowboarding, I'm going skiing in the French Alps this year. And you guys will see on my Instagram, and you'll see I'll make some YouTube vlogs about it. Another one, dates. It's like a cup. As I said, bought my girl some stuff today. We've went on dates. Like, you don't have to worry about any of the small stuff when you're actually making good money. Martial arts, that's another thing I enjoy doing. Lamborghini, obviously, that's the only one I haven't got. Lake House, I'm going to Bulgaria with 3 other clients. We're going, well, 3 or 4, we haven't decided, maybe even 5. But we're doing a client meetup in Turkey or Bulgaria, I haven't actually decided, in a lake house or in a villa if it's in Turkey, and then jet skiing. Everything out of this whole vision board, which I'll show you one more time, just so you can see exactly what I was talking about, if you weren't looking. Everything there I have. Every little thing. Apart from the Lamborghini, everything else I have. My girl's literally just texting me. But anyway, everything else I have. How? Well, the answer is because I worked my ass off. But number one, for the point of this video, because I had belief. I believed that if I put in the work, I would get results. And because I believed that, I stuck with it long enough to get results. And now my belief is obviously through the roof because I've literally seen myself do it. I've seen myself go from broke, having nothing, creating a vision board on everything I want, and then actually going out there and achieving every damn thing on the vision board. So I know that any one of you guys listening to this, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you are, I don't care what race you are, what you look like, anything. I don't care, even if you're in a third world country, you can make it. You can make it. Just create a vision board of exactly what you want. Get very clear on your life. I had, in fact, if I go on it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 different things on exactly the life I wanted to live. So one of them is action, which is basically like the first sentence, traveling world, going from place to place, blah, blah, blah. Like, these are all things which I read out every single morning to this day. But, yeah, retiring my parents, everything here I've achieved. And then it's like who I am, who I want to be, my goal, what is needed, how much money is needed, etc. How can I actually do this logically, etc. There's loads of there's like 9 slides on exactly like everything about my dream life which I designed, and now I have it. How insane is that? I designed a dream life when I was broke, I had nothing, and now apart from the Lamborghini, I have everything on that dream life. Like, if that doesn't actually make you think like, damn, you can actually achieve whatever you want, then there's nothing that will. Like, you need to have that internal belief when nothing's working. And let me tell you a quote which is completely true, which I think a billionaire actually said, which is that the hardest you'll ever work is when you're not getting paid for work you do. And that's in the starting stage of a business, because you don't get paid for it. So it's not just the fact that you're working harder than you will after you already have some money, but because you already have clients coming in, but also, and because of compound effects and increasing confidence, etc., referrals, etc. But it's also just the pure fact that you're not getting rewarded for the work you're putting in. Whereas, do you think like when you're making 10K a month, you'll randomly, I know some people do, but do you think you just randomly stop? Like, most likely not. If you're the type of person to watch this video, you're most likely not just going to randomly stop. Like, why would you stop when you're making 10K a month, when you're reaping the rewards? But now, when you're broke, you're still working. It just makes no sense. I'm going to see if I can pull up one last quote, which I really liked, which I heard earlier on today. No, I can't see it. Anyway, what is it? Which one is it? I can't remember. Anyway, boys, the point is, like, you guys can achieve whatever life you want. Like, you genuinely... You genuinely can. Like, whatever life you want, you can achieve it. I promise you. Like, just keep on going. And do not give up, boys. Do not give up. Because as soon as you give up, it's all over. Because as soon as you give up, you have not, like, now, the whole time that you spent working on that thing, that project, was completely wasted. Like, imagine you go 5 years in the gym, and then because you're not quite in the shape you want to be, you just give up. Those whole 5 years were a waste. A complete waste. So don't even think about giving up. But anyway, boys, that's about enough for today. I'll see you boys tomorrow. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll put the link in the description if you want to work with me one-to-one. You can book a call. If you also, by the way, I highly recommend if you're watching these YouTube videos, go onto my Instagram, follow it, send me a DM if you want some help, and just follow it. You'll see some lifestyle content. I always post value on there, etc. So you guys will get a lot of value there. But with that said, that's the end of today's video. See you boys tomorrow.